Hey everybody, welcome to the Limelight Beat with Jerry. This is episode 1, an overview of Allstar Cheerleading. The types of cheerleading. First of all, we have Allstar, which started in the foundations of sideline cheerleading, but has developed into something very different over the period of time. Recreational is a fun way to learn the sport. All-Star Prep is the gateway to competitive. And competitive All-Star is the truest form of the sport of cheerleading. It's all over the world and growing each year. In fact, I have myself been to over 14 countries with doing something with cheerleading. The top of our sport is the Olympic Committee now. Cheerleading is a recognized Olympic sport, but it's still not official in Canada yet. The process takes a long time here. Canada will be entering the Olympics with a team beginning in 2024. And soon here at Limelight, we will begin an Olympic program as well. Next, we have the ICU, or the International Cheerleading Union. This is a direct line into the Olympics. They set the rules and regulations for all the national teams. They don't really manage all-star or school or any part of the sport except for the national teams. Then you have the IASF, or the International All-Star Federation. This is the federation that really kind of oversees everything that we do. They create rules, score sheets, divisions, and overall safety guidelines. The 2022 and 23 age grid has actually changed, and it's going to affect us all, and we'll be getting into that soon. They change things often, and it can be very frustrating, and we never know when it's going to happen. Because cheerleading is a worldwide sport, people have seasons at different times at different parts of the world. So we don't have a certain date that things are often given to us. So sometimes right at the beginning of the season we get information, sometimes in the middle of the season, sometimes at the end, and it's always frustrating because we're expected to adhere to those changes. They host a world championships for the IASF divisions only. So the international divisions or the international teams have all kind of fallen under this umbrella, and we compete in what's called the IASF divisions. So when we go to Worlds, we compete against other teams from all over the world, including the USA, in this very specific divisions that they have for us. It used to be that you could go compete in the USA or other places and you would compete in their divisions, but now, because we are controlled or managed by the IASF, that's where we compete. It is a globally recognized organization. As I mentioned before, the cheerleading is all over the world now, and almost every team that is internationally, which means outside the US, is following the rules and regulations, etc., of the IASF. Next in line, we have Cheer Canada. They are a recent organization within the past couple of years. We didn't really have a national organization until I think it was 3 years ago, maybe 4. So they have been working hard to try to get us recognized as an official sport in Canada. There's a lot of steps involved in that, and it can be things from the funding to do it, but the whole process takes a while here in Canada, and they only do it ever so often, and it's a very limited amount of sports that get recognized. So we're still trying to hopefully get recognized in Canada, but until then, we will keep pushing forward and hopefully going into the Olympics, even though we're not officially recognized in Canada. The OCF is the Ontario Cheerleading Federation. They are our provincial sport organization. Thank you, sorry. They set all the guidelines for the sport in our province. We pay membership to this organization to further advancement of the sport, to help keep us safe and manage the sport, manage the athletes, the venues, all those kinds of things. So that's why we all pay for the OCF membership and even the Cheer Canada membership. Underneath the provincial organization, we have the we have our All-Star Gyms. All-Star Gyms is basically where the sport of All-Star Cheerleading is taught at these centers. It's growing in Ontario, but it still seems to be new to some people. Oftentimes people say, I never even knew cheerleading was a sport or cheerleading was here. So it's growing, but there's there's still not a huge number of cheer gyms like you would find, let's say, in Dallas, Texas, where they are everywhere and they're all packed. Each of these gyms develops their athletes and teams to compete with other programs, either in the province or across the nation or across the world. Then we have our specific gym here at Limelight. So we offer various levels of the sport from beginner to advanced. This is our 10th season, so we've been around for 9 years now. And we are excited about it being our 10th year and overcoming everything we had to overcome with COVID in the past year and a half, almost 2 years. But we also pride ourselves on, the number of banners that we have on the wall, and the fact that we've gone to Worlds several times and we've gone to Summit several times. But mostly I'm proud of the fact that our athletes, coaches, and families are all just amazing people. And I get humbled a lot when I see everybody working together for a common purpose. But that's kind of an overview of Allstar Cheerleading. I'll hopefully see you on episode 2 of the Limelight Beat. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.